Hey guys, welcome back here to the Mountain Race Series. We're back here for race number 16 of the season here, finishing off the weekend at Richmond. And we're here today for the running of the Toyota Owners 400. Now Pocono did throw everybody for a loop, came down to pit strategy, and we saw the 51 Rohit Vaderview, the rookie, pick up his first win last week, or it feels like last month, but it's been a while. But anyway, hopefully I can get more races up now that my first semester of college is over. Woo woo and woo. Anyway, race 16 is ready to go racing here at Richmond. John Dillon is on the pole today in the 27 Peak Menard Chevrolet. John Dillon, a two-time winner this season, the only two-time winner I believe, comes in here 12th in the standings, and a lot of drivers want him in the top 10 because that really shakes up the wildcard race. Yes, we can go ahead and begin to start talking about this, because after this race is over, we're within the 10-race stretch to Richmond once again. I know this ran pretty late, but 10 races from now, we'll be at Richmond for race 26 again, and that'll be the last race for the chase. And we see who's in our chase for this season, which 12 drivers will be competing for it, and all that. But anyway, John Dillon is on the pole today, a two-time winner this season. Michael Norman starts second in a car that should have won this race probably a couple seasons ago. Cody Birmingham starts third. Seth Cole is in fourth. Noah Hart, the rookie, starts fifth. Good qualifying effort for that 8 car. Sean Galligan, winner from Coca-Cola a couple weeks ago and winner of the nationwide race here at Richmond, starts 6th place. Galligan's been on a roll in both series lately, looking to continue that momentum and bring it today here at Richmond, maybe go for the weekend sweep. And they get row 4, you got Sean Henley back in the Viagra colors and James Qualls in the 11 FedEx Ground Toyota, and round out the top 10 is a couple of Penske cars. Dom Capps, the rookie, and Zohar Mutton in the All-Tail Dodge. Another interesting story to bring up today, how close the points got after last week's race. Richard Johnson's basically downward spiral had continued on, and Johnson's lost the points lead. The points leader coming into today's race by 1 point. The new points leader is Trent Dunham, and he's starting in the back. He's starting 41st, actually. That's, I guess, a good way to get that gift. But Dunham became the new points leader after Pocono last week. But he starts 41st. A long journey for him today, and to have to avoid wrecks in the 60-lapper. He's only 1 point ahead of the 44. Joshua Collard, already a winner this season. 1 point shy of passing Dunham for the points lead. He's not much further up ahead, but he has a lot more track position than Dunham does. We'll see what Collard can do. And then there is a tie for third in the standings between one former points leader, Richard Johnson, who's a few rows up in the 77. He is now tied for third in points. He gets the tiebreaker over this man, Steven Gonzalez. The top 4 are separated by 4 points. And then it's 27 back to 5th place Seth Cole, who's starting toward the front. So, we'll see what happens, though, and we'll keep an eye on those guys around the top 10 cutoff, and we'll keep an eye on guys trying to get wild cards and stuff as well, as I forgot who was the poster for a minute. But anyway, let's get this race going. I've talked enough. 60 laps, ready to go racing. Let's see what happens. And it looks like,
just like I told these boys in the meeting, we don't need anything over the top today. We got a good
but as
race
the pace car gets ready to
got a
bring
good
the field
crew.
around, we're going to take a look at today's starting lineup for race 16.
We'll be just
The
fine.
Toyota Owners 400 starting grid coming up next here at Richmond. As the engines are fired up, the paint car leaves the field off.
We just really need to take a over meeting, but it will probably get up to about 220, so just keep an eye on that.
The pace car is off. John Dillon, Michael Norman, We're going to lead them down to the green flag here. 12th and 13th in the standings, respectively, for these two drivers trying to work their way into the top 10. And their green flag is out in Richmond. We are underway here. Green flag racing here in Richmond. And Michael Norman set up big time back there, and it looks like John Dillon might actually lose. Oh, I just saw a car go sideways. And it's Cody Lamas who went off the nose of somebody. And there's Lamas. I don't know who hit him. Thought it might have been the 5 car, his own teammate James McLeod. Cody Birmingham snuck off and got the lead on the first lap. Andreas Allen is stuck in the middle. Oh, this is a bad spot. Oh, they're wrecking in the back. Red Bell's in it. Dylan Young. Richard Johnson's in it. And the whole track is blocked. Justin Terry hit the opening in the wall. Andreas Allen might got a piece for somebody smoking. And it's Trent Dunham, the points leader. Just like that. Dunham, the new points leader, is on pit road with Jack Richards. And Dunham's out. Pichu London. He's 11th in the standings. He's in trouble. There's Justin Perry. There's Red Bell. Silver Fox. And there's Richard Johnson in trouble. Oh, and they're wrecking on the front stretch. Oh, jeez. Galligan's in it. Brian James. Alex Jones. I knew this was going to happen. They didn't do this in the test race. A couple of Michael Walter Racing cars. Jacob Lawler. Joshua Mudd. There's Aaron Reed smoking. Brian James is on pit road. Oh, and they're still wrecking Cody Lawler, and the leader's wrecked. Cody Birmingham just wrecked. Jake Rogers, Kurt Morton's in it. Alright. And there's Steven Gonzalez, William Duncan. There's Mortick sitting there. And the 43 just stopped. Is that Danny Wells on pit road? Yes, it is. Danny Wells got damage. Sean Galligan. There's Cody Birmingham who's leading the track was blocked. There's Joseph Lombard. I don't know why they're doing this now. They did not wreck but once when I did a practice race this night. So there's William Duncan, he's coming to the road. James Qualls, Daniel Hummel has damage. There's Xavier Livingston, Tim Walsh is on pit road. Aaron Williams is on pit road. There's James McLeod, he has damage. Zohar Mutton also has damage. And after all this, as Joshua Collard's coming to pit road, there's Gonzalez. Noah Hart has damage. Are they still wrecked? Oh, it says the 25 is leading the race. Oh, Michael Norman. Wow, what in the world? Why are these guys wrecking each other? Oh, there's Noah getting wrecked by a teammate. Michael just got in it. Oh. Alrighty then. I've still been trying to find the 25. It says there's Sean Henley, who comes out as leading. And what we saw back there was second place getting involved in a wreck. But the Viagra machine is leading here at Richmond. Probably a big margin now over Dom Caps, as half the field is dead. That's a good way to come back. Henley has a 3.9 second lead over the pole sitter, John Dillon. Third place, actually no, the 22 is back ahead of him. Dom Caps is second, John Dillon is third, Ryan Jukes fourth, Charles Jackson's up to fifth. Maybe they finally calm down. Sixth place is, it says Michael Norman. I think it's Tim Freilich. Michael, I think, pitted. Yes, Tim Freilich is up to 7th. James Silverfox is 8th. Joseph Lombard is, or no, Freilich is 6th. Silverfox is 7th. Joseph Lombard is 8th. Battle for 9th place between James Qualls and Red Bell, who are damaged. That tells you how many cars, I guess, are left in the race. Daniel Hummel is 11th. Jacob Lawler, twin car in the 56th. Napa Brakes car is 12th. Alex Jones is right now in 13th. And then we got cars one or more laps down. And we were running back around to the leader, as we only have 20 cars in the racetrack in 12 laps. Good job, guys. And I see smoke up again. Don't know who wrecked. Looks like William Duncan wrecked again in the 19. He is smoking. Basically, at this point, we'll see if they stay green for a while. We'll go back and check replays out. And Aaron Reed, they've had that car. They worked on the right side for like 5 minutes, and they just retired him. So that's another call out. And so is William Duncan. So, yeah. And I look down there. The points leader, Trent Dunham, finishes last today. And then the car number 2 finishes right ahead of him. Dylan Young, Justin Perry, Sean Galligan, Cody Lamas, Andreas Allen, Brian James, Ron Acosta, Xavier Livingston, Rohit Vaderview, Aaron Reed, Joshua Mudd, Kirk Mortonick, James McLeod, Richard Johnson, Seth Cole, Steven Gonzalez, Cody Birmingham, Jake Rogers, William Duncan are out of this race, just like that. And we're going to have 22 cars left on the racetrack. As the leader is still Sean Henley, now over Ryan Juke, and he's hit a lot of heavy traffic. Got to go around Danny Wells and Tim Walsh. Now he's working his way around Noah Hart. And Danny Wells, he's up to speed. He's been right on the back bumpers at 25 as they go by the 99, the outside pole sitter, Michael Norman. Danny's actually trying to get to the inside of him right now. Wow. Oh, he doesn't have the speed now. It's like, I can't believe Danny's actually keeping up with him. Danny right now is running in the 14th position. He's the first car just a lap down. He's actually 2 laps down, but he's the first car a lap down. So Danny's still running good. The last winner we had at Richmond was Danny Wells. He got in the chase last season when he drove for Roush Fenway Racing. Not getting what he wanted today, especially with a damaged car and that Budweiser designated driver promotion paint scheme going on. And there's Dom Capps, who apparently got another wreck, and he's fallen down to 13th. There were so many wrecks going on, there's not enough time to even look at everything. And a guy that's probably going to gain a bunch of spots is going to be this driver. Jacob Lawler started, I think, 40th, and he just cracked the top 10 passing Hummel. Daniel Hummel's been on a kind of a slump lately as well. Goes around James Qualls right there. That's from 10th, and that's 9th place. So moves the Napa car up to 9th place now, as Hummel's going after Qualls for the top 10 spot. James Qualls, another driver, has found Cinderella luck here at Richmond 2 seasons ago. He needed to get to the top 20 in points, and he barely, I think it was like a couple of points, got 20th place and got his 3rd win. I think it was his 3rd win. Drove the Texaco Havoline 28, got in the chase, because he won this race at Richmond. So the last 2 years, a driver has gotten himself into the chase by winning the 26th race, Richmond race, not the first race, not this one, but Richmond has got a lot of people's seasons turned around at this racetrack. So these drivers must be thinking that once they head this way again later on in the season. There's Alex Jones. Doesn't look like he has a lot of damage, but he's actually back right now. He is in the 11th. Actually, he just moved up into the top 10. So Jones moved him up to 10th place there in the 33. Red Bell's right now in 8th. For 7. There's Joseph Lombard. Lombard's been a driver who's been on a kind of a slump lately. He was right about to get in the top 10 points. Had a couple of setbacks. Came here 18th in the stage in the 24 car with the new, or back to the ARP paint scheme. AARP, whatever. But Lombard right now running 7th. This could help him out a lot. That 24 car. There's Silver Fox and Tim Fralick. They're battling for a top 5 spot. I have to say, Fralick's had his good run this season. He got his one at Dover. He needs to get a couple more good runs going to get up the points. But really, gonna say, good run for James Silver Fox. This team's not really performed that well. We haven't seen Silver Fox qualify that well either, and it's really gotten a lot of wrecks and stuff. I think he was the poster at Coca-Cola. I'm not quite sure, but I know Silver Fox has been wanting to get that breakout finish, and right now he's running in 6th place, battling for 5th, so good run for James today in that 91 team. Everham definitely needs a good run as of late. They've all been struggling. There's John Dillon. He's still moving around in 4th place, just getting as many points he can. At this rate, I think Dillon's going to be in the top 10 in points. So good run for John. He's just trying to hang on and do good. And there's Joshua Collard. Now, looking at the other guys, Gonzalez, Dunham, and Johnson are out of the race. And Collard and Seth Cole is out of the race. And Dylan Young. Kurt Mortnick's out. And Xavier Livingston's out. So 7 out of the top 8 in points are out of the race. And the one that's not is Collard, who is right now running in 17th. So Collard, more than likely, is going to be the new points leader. Danny Wells is still in the race, who's 9th in points coming in. He's right now running in the 14th position. Dom Capps is still in the race. He's running 13th. He came here 10th in the standings. Pichu London is out. John Dillon, and then we got pit stops going on. There's Charles Jackson. Another good driver having a good run. He needed a good run. Charles Jackson, 3rd right now on the racetrack before his pit stop right here. Right behind Ryan Juke. Did Sean Henley pit? There's Daniel Hummel. There's Sean Henley. Qualls is pitted as well. But look at Henley, 27th in standings. You go down a little bit to Charles Jackson, who is further down, 33rd in the standings. So we got drivers up here that need good runs. Ryan Juke came in here late in the season, or not late, but he missed the first few races. There's Ryan Juke. Oh, Sean Henley's having a slow pit stop. Oh, what's the deal with the 25? Has Henley got damage? I'm don't know what's the deal with the 25. He's just now leaving. Wow. Henley with a extremely slow pit stop, and that's what cost him at Pocono as well. Oh, that could have been a difference maker right there for that team. Wow. Don't know what was the deal with that. He lost a ton of positions. I'm pretty sure that turned the lead over to the 28. Actually, it says 24's leading Joseph Lombard. There's Henley. I don't know where Lombard's at. He must have not pitted yet. Where is Lombard? There he is. He's leaving pit road now. I'm pretty sure the new leader is going to be Ryan Juke. Actually, Danny Wells is leading. Wow. He's about to lose the lead, but Danny was on a different sequence. I don't know if that'll play dividends at the end, but if they have to make another pit stop, Danny could be in a good spot. As Lombard's actually, well, I think I'm box in Juke. That's going to be interesting if they have to pit one more time. Danny Wells, he'll be pitting probably a couple more laps. But think about it, though. If he pits, though, he'll be done for the night. These guys might have to pit one more time, so Danny Wells could end up stealing this somehow. If things fall like they did just now, that is a big if they have to pit again. But that moved Ryan Juke up to the lead. Charles Jackson, and there's Danny pitting right as we speak. He's going to give up second. Charles Jackson's now up to second place. Third place is going to be James Silverfox with a great pit stop. Tim Freilich is going to be fourth. Fifth place is going to be, I believe it's actually going to be Joshua Collard. There he is. He's going to be at the pit soon. And there's Sean Henley. He's going to be in sixth place, about to lose that to Jacob Lawler. I think Collard will have to pit soon as well. But yeah, Henley, the big loser on that pit stop, really needs to win a race. And it really hurt that he didn't get that good pit stop. He needed that pit stop for that team. And he's still getting hung up behind Joshua Collard. He's going to go around him now. Lawler's up to 5th. Henley will move up to 6th. Collard back to 7th. There's Alex Jones in 8th. John Dillon dropped back to 9th. And 10th place is a lap down, but that is going to be Joseph Lombard in the 24. Lombard was the last guy of the lead lap cars to pit. And I said a lot of things have to go Danny Wells' way for something to happen miraculously for that team. Because he's going to be 2 laps down again, I believe. Or he might be actually just 1. Yeah, he actually is. Oh, and Pichu London is in the race. I thought he wasn't in the race anymore. He stayed in there. I just saw him right there. So he's still in the race. I think I went down. No, I didn't go down to 11 when I was going through that. He's 17. Ryan Duke right now is leading as Danny Wells just got put a second lap down again. So now the question is if these guys can actually make it without having to pit one more time. And that 44 car can get away with what he has right now. He's in 10th place. I think Collar would be perfectly fine with it. Actually, he's pitting again, too. So he's going to be in the same boat. So these guys are hoping these leaders have to pit one more time. Noah Hart also, I think, on that strategy. So he's a couple laps down as well. There's Zohar Mundy still in the race. Ryan Juke, though, saw the 14 car back there. A couple of cars behind him. There's Jackson. 1.8 seconds back is the 14. Jackson would need a victory big time. Ryan Juke at this point is just going for wins. He's not like it's last season where he was in a situation to almost get a wild card, which he eventually didn't get, but did get a couple wins. And he won. No, Juke has not won this season. He's won over in the Nationwide Series. He won at Kansas over there in his first race back, I believe. And he's trying to get a victory for this 2018 that Callum Wells won last time back at Texas, his last race earlier on in the season. He's 28 trying to get back to victory lane for the second time with the second driver. He's steadily starting to pull away from Jackson, who has no pressure from James Silverfox, who's 5 seconds back. There he is. There's Tim Freilich. The battle for 5th place is still heating up between Jacob Lawler and Sean Henley, and Sean Henley has to be very upset on the radio. Really had a shot to win this race. I just don't know if it's going to happen now. I don't know, maybe they tried to put more fuel in the car, maybe. So maybe that could work out in his benefit, but it just very slow pit stop regardless. And oh, Collard just about got into him. Alex Jones is solid right now, running in 7th. See, the top 10 has to jump it up again. There's John Dillon, last car in the lead lap in 8th. 9th place is Joseph Lombard. And 10th place now up is the 39, Red Bell. Another driver chased her a season ago, hasn't won since Las Vegas over a season ago now. And not looking like she's going to get in the chase at this point. So he really needs to get her season turned around. And a win would definitely help that out. James Quall is having a solid good run right now in 11th place in that 11 car. Quall is another driver who's just kind of struggled lately. trying to get good runs. It's been mid-pack most season, and just trying to get some top 10 and stuff. We're at 20 laps to go. Falls hopefully can get his season turned around soon. Dom Cap's hanging around. There's Jack Richards, who started dead last today. Richards right now is in the 15th position. Another former driver or former champion in the series that's not really ran well this season. Like McLeod got his slump from a season ago. Richards hasn't really been up to par so far this season. He won back in season 3. Jake Rogers coming back. He struggled heavily. He's 24th right now out of the race. So I mean, these guys, former champions, not really running well as of late. All struggling, but Richards showing up the best of those from the past 3 seasons of active champion series. So we'll see what he can do. Maybe try to get a win later on in the season. Right now, nothing else has really changed up front. Ryan Juke has increased his lead by about a 10th every lap. He's got Tim Walsh up ahead. Another driver, he's had not much luck since he got going in this series. Usually not qualifying well in that 3 car up ahead. Walsh right now is running in the 22nd position, 5 laps down. A lot of damage to that Goodrich Chevrolet, as the leader's going to put him down a 6th lap. But Juke just 6 laps away, trying to get this race over with. If he can make it on fuel, 15 laps to go. We're still going to keep an eye on Danny Wells and Joseph Lombard, though. People like that might have to pit. Like I said, it's not to fall and at a really bad time. But you never know. They pitted before the 30 lap mark. I mean, they'd have to go even further this run if these leaders are going to try to make it. So I don't know. It could come down to pit stops. And like I said, I always think that 25 maybe try to put more gas in back there, but I don't know. Jackson's making no progress up toward the front. Oh, Jackson is pitting. As Tim Walsh and Zolar just wrecked. Oh, Ryan Duke's pitting. Looks like we got short pitting going on. Here comes Silver Fox, Frelickson, Waller stays out, Hindley stays out, Alex Jones stays out. So these guys aren't waiting. They're just going to go ahead and pit now. That means some of these other guys could stretch it then. Let's keep an eye on Jacob Waller. He's going to pit. Here comes Lawler. He's pitting. Hindley is pitting. Alex Jones is pitting. Who's in the next car? John Dillon. Where's he at? John Dillon is pitting. Daniel Hummel is pitting. Here comes Joseph Lombard. He is pitting. Danny Wells stays out. And as these leaders are going to be coming off pit road. Charles has a little bit of damage. I just noticed that on the hood of that 14 car. It's a little buckled right there. We'll have to wait and see what happens, though. Right now it says the 25 is leading, but that's not the case, as he's just now leaving pit road. Still looking for that 29 car. I still believe this is going to be the new leader. Looking through here. Actually, it says Ryan Juke's leading. I don't know how Danny didn't gain that time back here. Has Danny up to 5th place. Oh, I don't understand that then. Huh. I don't know how Danny gained that much time last time. I guess he lost too much time on that green flag run. But Juke's back to the lead. Kind of become a 3-time winner in the series history. And I don't know, I thought they were going to be more strategy on that, but I guess not. Everybody just played it completely conservative right there. And I guess the damage on Jackson's car is really affecting his handling, as he is not able to run down that 28 car. He's actually continuing to lose ground. But mostly everybody stayed in the same position, for the exception of that 29 car, who will probably start falling back. Jacob Waller just about ran in the back of him. Ooh, it's going to be close right there. Look out. Dom Cap's just swinging it out there. And here comes Danny. He's pitting now. So I guess the strategy wasn't going to work. They just bring him down. He's like, you're out to pit anyway. So tough break for Danny. You're trying to do a strategy. Didn't work out. It's going to cost him a top 10 finish for sure. So Waller retains his spot back in 5th. And you got Hindley, Jones. There's Aaron Williams. He's also staying in the race as well. I haven't really talked about the 88 car. Came to this race 14th in the standings, running 21st. So we don't know. I don't know about Williams, so we'll have to keep an eye on him too. He kind of came on late last season, didn't really show anything until midway, then to the chase, got in through wild card because he got a couple wins. Basically, getting that guy behind him, his position. John Dillon's like that now, so we'll have to wait and see with Williams so he can pull that off again. But Ryan Juke right now is still leading, and the track has basically been calm ever since those wrecks happened. We saw maybe a bunch of pile-ups, and that was about it. Right now, Juke is up by 3.2 seconds over Charles Jackson. Just no way to gain ground on him. But at this rate, nothing looks like it's going to be changing. Juke might just be cruising to a victory. And it's a fortunate situation, like I said, for him not being able to inherit the points over. It was past the deadline to get them, past the 5 race mark. So Juke basically started with nothing. And he's basically like that guy beside him, Tim Walsh. He's one of the other drivers like that, just kind of stuck with not many points and nothing they can really do about it. Their chase hopes are basically already taken out of the equation. They need a miracle to catch 20th in points without making like 5 races. So they're just out there to win races and, you know, just take points away from those other drivers. So that's exactly what Juke's doing today, taking away from somebody like Charles Jackson, who's still having a great run today, running second. I mean, give a hand to him. Juke, I mean, just being a part-time driver, getting up here, getting his chance. Silver Fox having a good run. Tim Freilich, Jacob Lawler. We don't even talk about him much. He's running 5th place right now. Lawler, 22nd in the standings, just not really been talked about a lot this season. That car was very bad luck last season with Cody Lamas. That car was leading at Talladega with Lamas and blew up, leading after a pit stop, just like that. And I mean, that 56 car would love to get to victory lane. Alex Jones kind of been on a downward spiral as well. 19th in the standings after being up in the top 5 in points. And we're on the white flags before I forget. As we look at Ryan Juke, 3.1 seconds ahead of Charles Jackson. Looks like he's going to be able to hang on. I almost forgot about the last lap. But coming off the final corner, it will not be a Toyota win today's race. The Toyota Owners 400, it is a Ford. Ryan Juke and the 28 team has won today. He wins here at Richmond, his first win of the season here in Season 5. Season 5. That sounded pretty awful. I don't know what happened there. But that is it. And congrats to Ryan Juke on winning today's race. Race 16, we're getting to that close to the halfway point of the season. I'm gonna wait until everything passes. Looks like everybody did. And yeah. I was gonna make sure everything was done before I start saving it. Sorry about that. Alright. And the results are official. Ryan Juke is your winner today. Congrats to him. First win of the season, 3rd of his Mountain Race Series career for a part-time driver. And look at the rest of your results. Charles Jackson, James Silverfox, Tim Freilich, Jacob Lawler. Good story, top 5 for sure today. All need good runs. You go down as far as 7th place as well. Alex Jones and Sean Hindley. A couple of drivers need good runs and got them today as well. Hindley still probably thought he should have won this race, but there's always other races, and hopefully the pit stops don't affect him again like that. That was an unfortunate break for him. Joshua Collard ends up finishing on the lead lap. Apparently he actually stayed out and didn't have to pit again, and it worked for his benefits because he wasn't even going to challenge for the win. He ended up 8th place. Great run for Collard for sure. John Dillon gets a 9th place finish, and Joseph Lombard rounds out the top 10. Another good run for that 2014. Red Bell, James Qualls, Daniel Hummel, Danny Wells, Pete Chulunda, your top 15. Followed by Jack Richards, Michael Norman, Noah Hart, Dom Capps, and Aaron Williams round out your top 20. Zohar Munn and Tim Walsh finished the race as well in 21st and 22nd, respectively. But then, 23rd on down, out through wrecks. William Duncan, Jake Rogers, Cody Birmingham, Steven Gonzalez, Seth Cole, Richard Johnson, James McLeod, Kurt Morchnick, Joshua Mudd, Aaron Reed, Rohit Vedaview, Xavier Livingston, Ryan Acosta, Brian James, Andreas Allen, Cody Lamas, Sean Galligan, Justin Perry, Dylan Young, and the former points leader, Trent Dunham, all failed to finish today's race. And that's a tough break for Trent. I mean, just getting the points lead, and now he's going to be following almost outside the top 5, if he's still in it. But that's a tough break, but that was the product of starting in the back at Richmond, and that's a tough break. Big benefits today go to Collard, though. He'll definitely be the points leader again, so it's good for him. But we're done here from Richmond in the WreckFest 400. I mean the Toyota Owners 400. thanks again for watching today's race, guys. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, and keep up with the series, and keep up with the commenting and all that stuff as well, because I know a lot of people have not been watching again, so yeah. But thanks for watching, guys, today's race. Congrats one last time to Ryan Juke and the whole 28 Technical Haviland team for Robert Yates Racing to win today's race, and I will see you guys next time here in the Mountain Dew Racing Series.